Mike Mulligan had a steam shovel, a beautiful red steam shovel. Her name was Maryanne. Mike Mulligan was very proud of Maryanne. He always said that she could dig as much in a day as 100 men could dig in a week, but he had never been quite sure that this was true. When people used to stop and watch them, Mike Mulligan and Maryanne used to dig a little faster and a little better. The more people stopped, the faster and better they dug. Some days, they would keep as many as 37 trucks busy taking away the dirt they had dug.
There's nothing like working together. It's so much fun to be one of two, 'cause two heads are always better. Put them together and you get something new. If there's two things that we can count on, you know it's gotta be you and me. And when we work together, we're as strong as we can be. Working together, we'll be friends forever. And wherever there is work to do, things will work out fine for me and you. We've been a lot of places. We worked 1,000 towns before, and I guess it shows on our faces. We'll be together for 1,000 more. We'll never ever be lonely. We're the best team that there could be. And when we work together, everything comes easily. Working together, we'll be friends forever. And wherever there is work to do, things will work out fine for me and you. Together, we'll be friends forever. What we've got is nothing new. We're two old partners, tried and true. So wherever there is work to do, things will work out fine for me and you.
Mike Mulligan and Maryanne had been digging together for years and years. He took such good care of Maryanne, she never grew old. It was Mike Mulligan and Maryanne, and some others, who dug the great canals for the big boats to sail through. It was Mike Mulligan and Maryanne and some others who cut through the high mountains so that trains could go through. It was Mike Mulligan and Maryanne and some others who lowered the hills and straightened the curves to make the long highways for the automobiles. It was Mike Mulligan and Maryanne and some others who smoothed out the ground, filled in the holes to make the landing fields for the airplanes. And it was Mike Mulligan and Maryanne and some others who dug the deep holes for the cellars of the tall skyscrapers in the big cities. Then, along came the new gasoline shovels, and the new electric shovels, and the new diesel motor shovels, and took all the jobs away from the steam shovels. All the other steam shovels were being sold for junk or left out in old gravel pits to rust and fall apart. Mike loved Maryanne. He couldn't do that to her. He had taken such good care of her that she could still dig as much in a day as 100 men could dig in a week. At least he thought she could, but he wasn't quite sure. Everywhere they went, the new gas shovels and the new electric shovels and the new diesel motor shovels had all the jobs. No one wanted Mike Mulligan and Maryanne anymore.
Some electricity, and you see how good I can be. I got a diesel engine, and honey, we forgot to mention, we're gonna take your job away. Well, you know the job belongs to us now, honey. You just move out of the way. She heard about mine. We'll never get nothing to no steam shovels wanted. No steam shovels wanted. You got trouble. So fine, we're working all the time. Take it, honey, we're better than you. There's not a thing that you can do. Oh, my motor's running. Girl, you've been done it. We're gonna take your job away. Don't you know you are yesterday? I tell you about the day before yesterday. And I don't want to hear nothing about your job. I don't think you can. No, I gotta get money. No steam shovels wanted. No steam shovels wanted. No steam shovels wanted. Yeah. No steam shovels wanted.
Mike Mulligan and Maryanne were very sad.
What are we gonna do? No one seems to want us anymore. What are we gonna do? No one seems to want us anymore. It seems like yesterday you could hear the people say that we could move a mountain or anything in our way. But now that's just a dream, 'cause if you run on steam, no one wants you anymore. What are we gonna do? No one seems to want us anymore. They come from miles around to watch us dig into the ground. And everybody knew we were the best that could be found. But now we've been told that we're getting old, and no one wants us anymore. Where is it written that things can't stay the same? The fix is in, we'll never win if we can't get in the game. It wasn't all that long ago they cheered for me and you, but they say that things are different now, and there's nothing we can do. I know that time goes on, the years just move along. I guess we've been forgotten now, the good old days are gone. But the things we did back then, we could do again. But no one wants us, no one needs us, no one wants us anymore. What are we gonna do? No one wants us anymore.
Then one day, Mike read in a newspaper that the town of Paperville was going to build a new town hall. We are going to dig the cellar of that town hall. And off they started. They left the canals and the railroads and the highways and the airports and the big cities where no one wanted them anymore, and went away out in the country. They crawled along slowly, up the hills and down the hills, till they came to the little town of Paperville. When they got there, they found that the selectmen were just deciding who should dig the cellar for the new town hall. Mike Mulligan spoke to Henry B. Swap, one of the selectmen. I heard that you're going to build a new town hall. Maryanne and I will dig the cellar for you in just one day. What? Dig a cellar in a day? It would take 100 men at least a week to dig the cellar for our new town hall. Sure. But Maryanne can dig as much in a day as 100 men can dig in a week. Though he had never been quite sure that this was true. If we can't do it, you won't have to pay. Henry B. Swap thought that this would be an easy way to get part of the cellar dug for nothing. So he smiled in rather a mean way and gave the job of digging the cellar of the new town hall to Mike Mulligan and Maryanne. They started in early the next morning, just as the sun was coming up. Soon a little boy came along.
Do you think you'll finish by sundown?
Sure. If you stay and watch us.
Okay.
We always work faster and better when someone is watching us. So the little boy stayed to watch. Then Mrs. McGillicuddy, Henry B. Swap, and the town constable came over to see what was happening, and they stayed to watch. Mike Mulligan and Maryanne dug a little faster and a little better. This gave the little boy a good idea. He ran off and told the postman with the morning mail, the telegraph boy on his bicycle, the milkman with his cart and horse, the doctor on his way home, and the farmer and his family coming into town for the day. And they all stopped and stayed to watch. That made Mike Mulligan and Maryanne dig a little faster and a little better.
If they say it's impossible, tell them it just takes longer. 'Cause no one but you knows what you can do, and believing it makes you stronger. A cellar in a day. A cellar in a day. Even if it can't be done, do it anyway.
They finished the first corner neat and square, but the sun was getting higher. The fire department arrived. They had seen the smoke and thought there was a fire.
Why don't you stay to watch?
It always helps when there's someone else standing there beside you.
If you forget your way, it'll be okay. 'Cause you got a friend to remind you.
You can dig a cellar in a day. A cellar in a day. Even if it can't be done, do it anyway.
So the fire department of Paperville stayed to watch Mike Mulligan and Maryanne. When they heard the fire engine, the children in the school across the street couldn't keep their eyes on their lessons. The teacher called a long recess, and the whole school came out to watch. They finished the second corner neat and square, but the sun was right up in the top of the sky.
If things get tough and you've had enough and you just feel like crying, don't give in and you'll always win, 'cause there's nothing to lose by trying. You can dig a cellar in a day. A cellar in a day. Even if it can't be done, do it anyway.
Now, the girl who answers the telephone called up the next towns of Bangerville and Bopperville and Kipperville and Copperville and told them what was happening in Paperville. All the people came over to see if Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel could dig the cellar in just one day. But they would have to hurry. They were only halfway through and the sun was beginning to go down.
When you're out of time and way behind and the sun is disappearing, keep digging away and you'll make it someday, and the whole world will be there cheering.
You can dig a cellar in a day. A cellar in a day. So when you're scared, don't try to run. Do your best and have some fun. So even if it can't be done, do it anyway.
They finished the third corner, neat and square.
Do it anyway.
Never had Mike Mulligan and Maryanne had so many people to watch them.
Do it anyway.
Never had they dug so fast and so well.
Do it anyway.
And never had the sun seemed to go down so fast.
Do it anyway.
Hurry, Mike Mulligan, hurry. There's not much more time.
Dirt was flying everywhere, and the smoke and steam were so thick that the people could hardly see anything. But listen, bing, bang, crash, slam, louder and louder, faster and faster. Then suddenly it was quiet.
Where is it?
Slowly the dirt settled down, the smoke and steam cleared away. And there was the cellar, all finished. 4 corners, neat and square. 4 walls, straight down. And Mike Mulligan and Maryanne at the bottom. And the sun was just going down behind the hill.
Hooray for Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel. We dug the cellar in just one day. How are they going to get out?
That's right. How is he going to get his steam shovel out?
Henry B. Swamp didn't answer, but he smiled in a rather mean way. How are they going to get out? Hi, Mike Mulligan. How are you going to get your steam shovel out? Mike Mulligan looked around at the 4 square walls and 4 square corners, and he said, "We've dug so fast and we've dug so well that we've quite forgotten to leave a way out." Nothing like this had ever happened to Mike Mulligan and Maryanne before, and they didn't know what to do. Nothing like this had ever happened before in Paperville. Everybody started talking at once, and everybody had a different idea, and everybody thought that his idea was the best. They talked and they talked and they argued and they fought till they were worn out. And still no one knew how to get Mike Mulligan and Maryanne out of the cellar they had dug. The job isn't finished because Maryanne isn't out of the cellar. So Mike Mulligan won't get paid. And he smiled again in a rather mean way. Now the little boy, who had been keeping very quiet, had another good idea.
Why couldn't we leave Maryanne in the cellar and build a new town hall above her? Let her be the furnace for the new town hall, and let Mike Mulligan be the janitor. Then you wouldn't have to buy a new furnace, and we could pay Mike Mulligan for digging the cellar in just one day.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Said Henry B. Swap, and smiled in a way that was not quite so mean. So they found a ladder and climbed down into the cellar to ask Mike Mulligan and Maryanne. Why not? So it was decided, and everybody was happy. They built the new town hall right over Mike Mulligan and Maryanne. It was finished before winter. Every day, the little boy goes over to see Mike Mulligan and Maryanne, and Mrs. McGillicuddy takes some nice hot apple pies. As for Henry B. Swap, he spends most of his time in the cellar of the new town hall listening to the stories that Mike Mulligan has to tell and smiling in a way that isn't mean at all. Now when you go to Paperville, be sure to go down in the cellar of the new town hall.
Hi,
There
Mike.
they'll be, Mike Mulligan and Maryanne. Mike in his rocking chair smoking his pipe, and Maryanne beside him, warming up the meetings in the new town hall.
Someone wants us. Someone needs us.